From the newsroom at news.com.au.
Hi, I'm Lexi Cartwright.
And I'm Andrew Bucklow.
And this is the latest from the newsroom. It's Thursday, the 3rd of June.
Regional Victoria will be freed from the state's lockdown tonight at midnight with eased restrictions to allow cafes and restaurants to operate at a reduced capacity. It comes as 3 cases of COVID were detected in the community in the past 24 hours. Meanwhile, Acting Premier James Merlino had a bit of a slip of the tongue at today's press conference. Have a listen.
You know, the vaccine is our enemy. Oh, sorry, I'll start again. There we go. That'll run tonight. The virus is our enemy.
Oh, that's a bit unfortunate to New South Wales, and there were no new cases of COVID recorded overnight. That's despite concerns a confirmed case travelled from Melbourne to the New South Wales south coast while potentially infectious.
To sport now, 2 male tennis players have been removed from the French Open after testing positive for COVID. The 2 players weren't named, but it's believed they're a top-seeded doubles duo from Croatia. Organisers said the players are now in quarantine and will be replaced by the first team on the alternate list.
And how about this story from India? A bride collapsed and died on her wedding day, so the groom married her sister instead. So the bride died of a heart attack at the start of the ceremony, right? A doctor rushed to the scene, but she was declared dead. And instead of the wedding coming to a halt, the bride and groom's families came up with an alternative, replacing the bride with her sister.
Wow.
When the wedding was over, the family then began the mourning process.
Well, that makes for an awkward honeymoon, doesn't it? Michael Clark has seemingly reunited with his ex-wife Kylie. Now, they were married for 7 years before they split last February. Now, Michael then went on to date Pip Edwards, of course, and Kylie dated V8 Supercars driver James Courtney. But it appears they're back together, with Pip Edwards telling the Daily Mail she wishes both Michael and Kylie well. Good for them.
And finally, Today's Show co-host Alison Langdon has opened up about that horrific injury she suffered while filming a segment on the Gold Coast back in February. Now, Langdon was hydrofoiling when she fell on the board and snapped her leg, tearing her posterior cruciate ligament. She told Nova's Fitzy and Whipper she didn't think the injury was very serious at first.
They came over. I said to them, I think I've done my kneecap. And they said, well, we can't see it. So I think that's a fair assessment. But I thought it was just the kneecap. So they'd called an ambulance. And it's like, look, it feels like it's overkill to call an ambulance for a kneecap. So I made them cancel it and put me in the back of someone's car. It was 2.5 hours before I got any real drugs.
You're kidding me.
And I'd really, really wish that I'd got the ambulance.
Ali went on to say she's still sore, but she's definitely taking steps towards recovery. Well, not steps. She's still struggling to walk. Anyway, that's it from the newsroom. We'll have another update tomorrow morning.
Your headlines from news.com.au.